we're going to check out a Michael Jackson performance. So it's Earth Song. This is it. Last rehearsal, 12 hours before he passed. Oh wow. Okay. This is it. Is that the movie that they released? There was a movie, wasn't there? So yeah, this is Michael Jackson Earth Song. So this was his last rehearsal of the song. So let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. She passed out really quickly.
What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth, this weeping shore?
I do like the visuals cutting in and out like this.
What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your
There's a bit of blues in there too.
What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth, this weeping shore?
Probably a good pausing point right there. So like this performance, obviously it's a rehearsal, so I don't know if what he does in rehearsal is the exact same thing he does during his performances on stage. I'm not 100% sure, but if we're comparing it to like a live performance, like we're treating this just like a live performance and everything. He kind of, like, by comparison of some of his other songs, like this is kind of like a more reserved performance. Like he's not doing all the dancing that he does. Like he's got movement for sure, but obviously he's not doing the moonwalk. He's not doing the robotic dancing that he does, the crazy movements that he does. This is kind of like, by comparison, this is a much more reserved performance. And I think it also shows that in the song as well. Like it's not like full of energy like some of his other hits, some of his other songs. It's got like more of I guess a whimsical feel, and I guess they kind of show that at the beginning where you have that little girl in the forest that did like a twirl or two and then sat down and passed out really quickly. You got like just like this sense of innocence, I guess is a good word for it. And like throughout this video that we're watching, they cut in and out of different scenes of nature. Like he had the waterfall happening and everything, which I definitely like. I think that's really cool. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, because obviously he does pass away, not too long after this, if he's like tired. Like I can't tell if he looks a little tired or not. I don't think so. I think he just has as much energy as he normally does, but it's a little hard to tell. I'm sure somebody would be able to tell me for sure. But I mean, he's walking all over the stage. I mean, he's going over to, it'd be stage right, and he's raising his hands and everything, and I can kind of imagine him performing this in concert. Definitely has a great visual and everything. His doctor gave him too many drugs. He was gonna do a concert called This Is It. The movie is just all the rehearsals he did. He died 2 months before the concert. This was rehearsed 12. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I do remember something called This Is It. I remember seeing a poster. It was like a silhouette, right? Yeah, it was. This is what I remember. It wasn't a silhouette. This. He saves his dancing energy for the real. Okay. So he does have, like, even still, like, I can see him doing a little bit more movement during this, but even still, it doesn't have the same energy as Smooth Criminal, for example. Like, those are two completely different styles. The instrumentation here, too, is really well done. Like, it's got this orchestral sound to it. And there's even, like, a bit of, like, a hint of blues in the guitar at these, like, small moments as well. But yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. I'm enjoying it, and I say we go ahead and get back to it. So here we go.
I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, although I know.
And the octave change, cool. All the different animals, that's awesome. That was a great transition. And unfortunately, we're watching everything be torn down. Uh-oh. And we got the fade out with the lights and everything. Very, very awesome. Like, everybody came in, they did the dancing, like all the backup vocals, and it's like the octave change is awesome. And I was wondering why the backdrop that they had. I don't know if it was just a backdrop or if it was like a projection. I wasn't really sure. But I was wondering why it kind of looked more fiery and everything, but that would explain it. You know, like the beginning is like this lush forest and everything, and then going through, you know, we're tearing down the forest, we're kind of just ruining the earth, and it being an earth song, just showing all the damage and everything, you know, showing all the animals that, you know, live on the planet, you know, makes sense. I was wondering if he was gonna, you know, rise up all the way with I don't know how high normally he goes with the platform thing that was raising. I don't really know how high up he normally goes, but I was wondering if they were gonna like go super high, you know, during this like during this rehearsal. I wasn't really sure, but yeah, it was definitely awesome being able to check all of this out. Just like there was a lot happening at the end too, just with everybody up on stage. So this actually brings up a good question. How often did he rehearse performances? Did he do this like super often, or was this like a special thing? I think I prefer this laid back style. Less dancing, more focus on lyrics and music. Yeah, I mean, Michael Jackson wasn't just a musician though. Like he was a performer. Like he got up and he did all of these, like it's art, you know, but yeah, like I do understand what you're saying and everything. It would be kind of like I guess like just having him sit like on a stool or something and have all the, you know, instruments around him and him, you know, sing the songs like he is, but you know, kind of like an acoustic performance, you know, like that would be like a really interesting style that he would do or that he could do. I don't know that it would work necessarily just because it is Michael Jackson. Like part of the performance, part of the song is the dance, the choreography and everything. It just goes along with it, you know? But yeah, I definitely do understand what you're saying, and I can see that as well. I think it would be interesting to hear like an acoustic performance of something like Smooth Criminal or Billie Jean or something. He rehearsed before every tour. Did he do it like one or two times before the tour happened, or did they rehearse like throughout the tour as well, just in case like I didn't really like that specific part of the choreography, maybe we could practice again and add this or subtract this or something. I can kind of see that, but I don't really know if that's something they did. Also, did he come up with the choreography, or did he work with somebody that did choreography? But yeah, that was awesome to check out. Definitely liked that.